The sports world just got flipped upside down by a decision nobody saw coming. A dominant closer turned down his longtime team, ignored massive expectations, and chose a shocking new destination, instantly changing the power structure overnight. Fans are stunned, rivals are furious, and insiders are calling this one of the boldest moves in recent memory. But the real twist came moments later, when the head coach stepped forward and delivered a statement that revealed just how strategic, intentional, and dangerous this move truly is. This isn't just a signing, it's a message to the entire league that the mission is far from over. Why walk away from familiarity? What convinced him to make this leap now? And how does this reshape the championship race? Stay locked in, this story just took a wild turn. Before we get into one of the most shocking MLB stories you're going to hear all season, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because Dodgers news is moving fast, and you do not want to miss what's coming next. What you're about to hear isn't just another rumor, it's a full-blown MLB earthquake that could completely reshape the balance of power in the National League. The baseball world woke up stunned as reports exploded across social media and league circles claiming that Edwin Díaz, one of the most dominant and feared closers in the game, has rejected the New York Mets and agreed to sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yes, that Edwin Díaz. The man whose entrance music alone sends chills through opposing lineups. The same pitcher who was supposed to be the Mets' long-term bullpen cornerstone. And now, he's reportedly heading west, wearing Dodger blue, and sending shockwaves through the entire league. For Mets fans, this feels unreal. For Dodgers fans, it feels almost unfair. Edwin Díaz turning down New York to join Los Angeles isn't just a player changing teams, it's a statement. A statement about where winning happens, about which franchises are built to compete at the highest level year after year, and about how the Dodgers continue to position themselves as the ultimate destination for elite talent. Let's talk about why this move is so shocking. Edwin Díaz and the Mets have been linked together for years. After being acquired in a blockbuster trade, Díaz became the emotional heartbeat of the Mets bullpen. When he's right, he's untouchable. Triple-digit fastball, wipeout slider, swagger on the mound, and an aura that completely changes the late innings. The Mets believed he was their closer for the next era. They invested emotionally, financially, and strategically around him. But behind the scenes, things were never as simple as they looked. Sources around the league have hinted that Díaz wanted more than just a contract. He wanted stability, clarity, and a clear path to consistent contention. And that's where the Dodgers entered the picture. The Dodgers didn't just pitch money. They pitched a vision. A bullpen structure that protects him. A coaching staff that understands elite arms. A roster stacked with stars who know how to win in October. And perhaps most importantly, a front office that has proven time and time again that it will do whatever it takes to compete for championships, not just make headlines. Edwin Díaz reportedly had serious conversations with the Mets, but when it came down to the final decision, Los Angeles checked every box. Winning culture, smart workload management, deep postseason runs, and a city that has embraced superstar pitchers before and turned them into legends. Now imagine this for a moment. 9th inning. Dodgers up by 1. The lights dim. The crowd at Dodger Stadium roars. Edwin Díaz jogs in from the bullpen. That alone is a nightmare scenario for the rest of the league. This move instantly transforms the Dodgers bullpen from strong to downright terrifying. The Dodgers already have depth, versatility, and power arms. Adding Díaz gives them a true shutdown closer, someone who shortens games and completely changes managerial strategy. It allows Dave Roberts to manage the earlier innings aggressively, knowing the 9th is locked down by one of the best in the business. And speaking of Dave Roberts, he didn't stay quiet for long. In his first public comments after the news broke, Roberts made it clear just how significant this signing is. He praised Díaz's competitiveness, his postseason mentality, and his ability to rise in the biggest moments. Roberts emphasized that this wasn't just about talent, it was about fit. According to him, Díaz fits the Dodgers culture perfectly. Calm under pressure, confident without being reckless, and driven by one thing above all else: winning championships. Roberts also hinted that the Dodgers had been tracking Díaz closely for a long time. This wasn't a last-minute move. This was calculated, planned, executed with precision. And that should scare the rest of MLB. For the Mets, the fallout is massive. Losing Edwin Díaz isn't just losing a closer, it's losing identity. It raises serious questions about direction, leadership, and long-term planning. Mets fans are already demanding answers. Why couldn't ownership close the deal? Why couldn't they convince their star to stay? And what does this say about the organization's future? Meanwhile, Dodgers fans are celebrating another masterclass by the front office. This is what the Dodgers do better than anyone else. They identify elite talent, sell a winning vision, and deliver results. From superstars to role players, pitchers to position players, the Dodgers have become the gold standard for roster construction in modern baseball. This move also sends a clear message to the rest of the National League. The Dodgers are not satisfied. Not with division titles. Not with deep playoff runs. They want rings. And they're willing to stack every possible advantage to get them. Opposing managers now have to rethink late-game strategies. Teams chasing the Dodgers in the standings now have an even steeper hill to climb. And contenders across MLB are forced to respond, because standing still while the Dodgers load up is a recipe for falling behind. There's also the psychological impact. Players talk. They notice where stars want to play. When someone like Edwin Díaz chooses the Dodgers over a high-profile market like New York, it reinforces the idea that Los Angeles is where careers are elevated and championships are within reach. Now let's talk baseball implications. Díaz gives the Dodgers flexibility they haven't had in years. He doesn't just close games, he controls momentum. He allows starters to be pulled earlier. He protects leads that might otherwise feel shaky. He changes the way opponents construct their lineups. And in October, when every pitch matters, having a weapon like Díaz is priceless. There will be questions, of course. About health. About workload. About pressure. But if there's one organization that has shown it knows how to manage elite pitching talent, it's the Dodgers. They don't rush. They don't overuse. They build plans designed for the long haul, especially with October in mind. For Edwin Díaz himself, this is a legacy-defining move. He's betting on himself. Betting on the Dodgers. Betting that this decision leads to deep postseason runs and ultimately, a championship. And if it works, this signing will be remembered as one of the most impactful bullpen moves of this era. The reactions across MLB have been immediate and intense. Analysts are calling it a game changer. Players are reacting with shock emojis and cryptic posts. Fans are debating whether this makes the Dodgers unbeatable. And honestly, it's hard to argue against that idea. The Dodgers didn't just get better. They got scarier. They got sharper. And they sent a message loud and clear: if you want to beat us, you're going to have to go through a buzzsaw. As more details emerge about the contract, the negotiations, and the long-term plan, one thing is already certain. This move has changed the conversation. It's changed expectations. And it's put the Dodgers firmly in the driver's seat once again. So now I want to hear from you. Did Edwin Díaz make the right choice leaving the Mets for the Dodgers? Does this move make Los Angeles the clear favorite to win it all? And how should the Mets respond after losing their star closer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this debate is just getting started. And if you want non-stop Dodgers news, breaking MLB updates, and deep analysis like this every single day, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The Dodgers just made one of the boldest moves in baseball, and trust me, this story is far from over.